Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. This one is one of those nights. Chelsea versus Arsenal under the lights at Stamford Bridge, a Carabao Cup semi-final, and for Liam Rosenior, barely a week into his job, and this is the first real defining moment of his career. Not because it decides its future, but because it tells us who Chelsea are becoming under him. There's history here, there is tension, there is bragging rights, and for Chelsea, there is also something much deeper, and that's identity. So I want you guys to stick to the end of this video because there's a lot to pack here, and don't forget to like this video and share this video because that's the only way you can help this channel grow. We're trying to build more and gain more views and members and family in this channel. So yeah, help share this video. That's the only thing that you can help improve this channel, and it's only free. It's free of charge. It's not costing you a cent. So please do that, and I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. So let's dive right into it. So let's start with what Liam Rosenior said during the match conference yesterday, because what matters a lot, especially at a club like Chelsea. So he said, as regards the draw earlier in the season, he said what he loved was the intensity of the group. They are really hungry and believe in ourselves. And for me, that's very interesting because it didn't start with tactics. He didn't talk about shapes or system. He just strictly talked about the intensity, hunger, and belief. And that tells me that Rosenor understands something that's been missing at Chelsea for a while, and that's emotion with control. Against Arsenal, Chelsea didn't just dominate in possession. We competed and matched Arsenal physically, pressed with purpose, and did not even shrink, even when we were one man down. Okay, Rosenor is clearly trying to rebuild belief before brilliance, and I like the approach that is going with. Okay, he also talked about whether this is going to be the biggest game of his career. He said, this is what he said. He said the most important game for him because it's the next one. And for me, that just waters down everything that might seem or look like pressure before Rosenor. Okay, just talked about elite mentality, no deflection, no nerves, just focus. And Simon Johnson mentioned something earlier in his podcast during talk times. Yeah, if I hope I've not butchered the name of their podcast. He said that Rosenior is showing before the press conference or everywhere before the world that he's confident and all that, and that he's got belief in himself. He backs himself. And what he further went on to say was that if he doesn't believe in himself, who else is going to believe in him? You've got to show belief in yourself before you can get people to buy or believe in you. And this is just what Liam Rosenior is showing, and I like it. He's deliberately stripping the occasion down because if you let the magnitude swallow you, Arsenal will eat you alive. Okay, this just tells me that Rosenor is protecting the players psychologically. No pressure, trying to take the pressure away from them. No legacy nonsense. Just do your damn job. And for that game tomorrow under the lights at Stamford Bridge, I want to see Chelsea giving 100%, giving their blood, their sweat, and everything that the badge stands for. Okay, if I hope we do not win, but if Arsenal walk away with a goal or a win, I want to ensure that Chelsea are leaving the field with their held high, and I hope that this is just going to be the case. So he also talked about the team news, doubt players were going to be who might likely miss out and all that. He confirmed that Moises Caicedo is being suspended due to the red card and no new injuries from Charlton. He also talked about Cole Palmer, who's been battling groin injury for some time, Malo Gusto and Rhys James. And for me, Cole Palmer has been very cold this season, and the groin injury doesn't seem to have completely healed. And if that's the case, I just feel like there is no need to rush him back because if he gets injured more, it's only going to keep him out for a longer time. So I only just believe that do not use Cole Palmer okay, until he's 100% fit and ready to play. The same thing, I don't want anyone risking Reece James because Reece James is one of the most important assets that Chelsea have right now, not just off the pitch but on the pitch. And if anything happens to Reece James, my oh my, it's only going to get worse from there. Okay, so as regards Malogusto, I want to believe that, like they said, is a doubt, and they have one more session to go before making a decision. I don't want Liam Rosenior just because he's trying to start strong and all that and make a point for himself or prove himself. I don't want him risking any of these players, Cole Palmer, Rhys James, and Malo Gusto. And elsewhere, also talk about doubts from Arsenal. There is Saliba, who's also a doubt for this game, and Campe is also a doubt for the game. Califiore is also a doubt for the game. Even if those are just the names that I can remember off the back of my head, but I believe that they also come with quite a number of injury lists, that especially in the defensive area. So I want to believe that Chelsea, okay, should be able to match them man for man. But I'm not going to talk. I'm going to get to the tactics soon. So I just want to say this out, put this out there, that I want Chelsea to show that we've got it in us. Okay, I want Chelsea to. It's starting to. It's been quite a while since Chelsea last beat Arsenal, and it's starting to look like those days where Arsenal will walk up to Chelsea or meet Chelsea anywhere and hammer Chelsea. I don't want that to continue. I want Chelsea to put a statement down, especially under Liam Rosenior. Okay, like I said, I'm backing him, and I want the rest of the fans. Okay, you guys that are Arsenal, you guys are Chelsea fans, come out to back your team. It doesn't mean that we don't have a goal against. I mean, we don't have a protest that is set for this weekend against Bluco and the sporting directors, those that are above Liam Rosenior, so that we can try as much as possible to get Chelsea back to where it used to be under Roman Abramovich. Yeah, so what do we expect from Liam Rosenior? And we've only seen him in the dugout as Chelsea head coach against Charlton. And is it Charlton? Is it Charlton? Was it Charlton? My mind is was it Charlton or Chelsea? Just please, you guys, let me know in the comment section below if it was Charlton, because my mind is all over the place right now. I'm just nervous at the same time. I'm confident and looking forward to this game. In that game, we could see a few adjustments in style and patterns compared to Rosenior's predecessor, Enzo Maresca. We could talk about the distance between Santos and Caicedo. They were very, very close in terms of distance, and it just and so much intricate one twos in the midfield and all that, trying to beat the opponent to come fight for the ball, and then before you know it, 1-2, and boom, the players already in the opponent's half and all that. So that's that. And then I also noticed during the game that even though Chelsea tried to pass back, it showed purpose, not for the fact that we just want to reset the game and all that. This time around during the game, I noticed that when Chelsea passed the ball back, it was to get the ball to the midfield again and get to do those 1-2 third man runs and all that, and then before you know it, again we're already in the opponent's box 18 and shooting shots and breaking the midfield or breaking low blocks and all that. So I want to believe that that's one of those principles that Liam Rosenior is going to be bringing into this thing, because it's been quite a long time since we saw Chelsea break low blocks. And believe me, you Arsenal, they are not just going to come to press. They are going to, when they are not with the ball, they are going to be very, very compact. Arteta has drilled them so hard that it's going to take you a lot to get them to crack their midfield. And like I said, I'm looking forward to this game. This game will tell us a lot about Liam Rosenior and what his message what is going to be, what to expect from Chelsea going forward. From what I've seen already, like I said, the structured build up, full back, less reckless, the midfield balance, which is prioritized, and less chaos and more control. One thing I can say about Rosenor from everything I've seen so far, even during his time as at Strasbourg, is not dogmatic and not pragmatic. He's adaptable. He's got his own plan. He sets his own plan, but he's not afraid to tear the shit halfway through the game and then come up with a new plan. Against Arsenal, I expect a mid block rather than high press. This is me. This is just my thought. Yeah, protect central zone and force Arsenal wide. I want to think that that's going to be very very. I'm going to keep a close eye on that. Okay, and attack in transition and not sustain possession. This is not a game for reckless bravery, and I want to believe that Rosenau understands that. And then what are we supposed to be? What should we expect from Arteta's Arsenal? Well, he's going to try like they did in the first when we first met this season. Going to try to pin Chelsea's fullback and overload half space, target Chelsea's inexperience, and force mistakes through circulation, speed, and all that. They will want to suffocate Chelsea, especially in the first 15 minutes, and not just attack. So that's Chelsea's biggest focus. The more we're able to contain Arsenal for the first 15-20 minutes, then it puts Arsenal on the back foot. And then I want to, like I said, I'm expecting Chelsea to show up for this game. We've shown many times that in this season that we can go toe to toe with the big boys in the league, and I'm expecting no less than that. So if Chelsea loses structure, especially when emotions are high and the tension, the pressure is high and all that, and Chelsea lose focus, Arsenal will feast on Chelsea. But do I think that Chelsea can cancel Arsenal out? It's a big yes. Only if three things can happen. And I'm going to start with the first one, which is discipline. And when I say discipline, Chelsea need to be disciplined. Like dotting your I's and crossing your T's, discipline from A to Z. I mean, discipline ticking all boxes. That's how disciplined and switched on Chelsea need to be. I mean, no silly fouls, no emotional lapses. Arsenal live off momentums. This new Arsenal that I'm seeing, the Arsenal that I've been seeing the last couple of seasons, they live off momentum. And so Chelsea need to be disciplined. If we have that in the bag and then we have a base to build off, then the midfield, we have Caicedo who's not going to be in this game. Okay, so the midfield pivot, okay, must be flawless. I mean, positionally. We can see how Rosenor has reduced the space between the midfield pivots. Yeah. Aside that, they need to be flawless positionally. If one person is sitting, the other person needs to be aggressive. If the other one is aggressive, the other one needs to be controlled. Both have to be in sync. And then the third one, Chelsea need to be efficient in attack. Enough of this running, dashing forward, and then spamming crosses. Like we've spammed so much crosses. I mean, there are times we need to cut in and shoot. We saw that when Esteval, okay, came on in the second half, and it was chaotic. Like it became so much problems to the opponent's defense line. We need to learn to shoot from outside the box as well. That's very important. This is I'm mentioning players like if Palmer is going to be used, well, Palmer needs to not just pass and all that. He also needs to shoot. Esteval, if he's going to be used, Esteval needs to shoot. Delap, Joao Pedro Neto, even Garnacho and Gittins. Whoever is going to be picked needs to learn to shoot from outside the box, because this Arsenal defense line, they will not give you room to breathe. Again, this game, is a game of moments and not volume. And that's everything. If we have these three important things in the bag and we stay switched on and not lose focus or have lapses in concentration, we will be able to walk out at the end of the game with 3 points in the bag, or at the very least keep it tight till we go to the Emirates, and then hopefully we can do something there. That's everything that I have to that. And to wrap up, I'm going to give you guys my lineup for this game, and this is my lineup. So, with Sanchez in goal, in defense, I'm going with Archie Pong, Fofana, Chaluba, and Ato as the back four. And this back four is going to be prioritizing physicality, recovery pace, and simplicity in possession. And I think this just gives us a balance. We saw what Ato did against Charlton. Is it Charlton or Cardiff? Rather, Cardiff. It's Cardiff. I'm so sorry. Yeah, Cardiff City. Okay, we saw what Ato did against Cardiff, turning up in the 10th position, just like Cucurella used to or does during Enzo Maresca's tenure or reign. And Enzo Liam Rosenior is also expecting the same of either Cucurella or Joel Ato. And I think that this is going to give Chelsea enough physicality, recovery pace, and simplicity in possession. And then in midfield, we're going to go with Reece James and Santos because we do not have Caicedo for this game. Is serving a suspension. And this Reece James and Santos, I want to believe that they should be able to do the job against the midfield of Declan Rice and Zubimendi of Arsenal, because Chelsea, Reece James won the man of the match against Arsenal when we went up against Arsenal. Okay, when we welcomed Arsenal to the bridge earlier in the season, and I want to believe, and this is because Reece James dominated not just in terms of play, but in terms of physicality and all that. The way he jumped at Declan Rice or even Zubimendi, even Odegaard too. All those things got him the man of the match. I want to believe that he is going to be able to replicate the same thing or do the same thing. And like I said, Santos and Rhys James, they need to be flawless positionally. And then just ahead of them, we're going to go with Enzo Fernandez as the 10. This setup protects Enzo Fernandez especially, gives control without chaos, and allows Rhys James to dictate tempo and not just overlap. And in attack, I'm going to go with Esteval on the right, Neto on the left, and Delap just ahead of them. This front three is going to give you the same thing: directness, running power, and stretching Arsenal's back line. And I believe that because we're seeing a new Liam we're seeing a new Liam Delap in this Chelsea side, and it seems he's looking free and looks like he's got certain freedom that he did not used to have. I mean, the way he's bodying players and making runs and attacking spaces and all that. If he does that in this game, I want to believe that he's going to be able to stretch the Arsenal back line. And in the bench, we have, if Palmer is not fit to start, maybe he can come off in the second half. We have Joao Pedro, we have Palmer, Garnacho. All these are game changers, and I think this bench is quality enough to be able to trouble any team. So my final thoughts is this game won't define Liam Rosenior. Okay, it doesn't mean that if he loses the game, it's the end of Liam Rosenior, but it just tells us that if the players are buying into what Liam Rosenior is actually offering them, and if Chelsea can suffer together, and Stamford Bridge still matters. Do you understand me? So win or lose, performance matters, and for the first time in a while, there's curiosity instead of dread. And like I said, I'm so looking forward to this game. I feel confident to an extent, and the reason I'm saying I'm confident is the fact that Arteta doesn't know what Liam Rosenior might come up with, the style of play and all that. He doesn't know because Liam Rosenior is just new and fresh in the block. plus the fact that we have, I believe that these players will want to stake a claim for themselves, okay, to get themselves a starting berth in the lineup. So yeah, all these two especially is enough motivation for the players and for we the fans. I'm looking forward to it. Let me know what you guys think about everything I've said in the comment section below. What do you guys think about my lineup? Do you think this lineup is good enough? If you don't, let me know what you think in the comment section below. Don't forget to like this video and share. And most importantly, turn on your notification bell so that you're notified when a video is put out there. I'll be here to give you guys my match reaction immediately after this game, and then don't forget to check out this space for more videos and content. And if there's anything that comes up between now and before the game, I'll be here to share with you guys. But until then, it's Chelsea first, rivals next. Peace.